Good evening. This is India Markets Brief from Toro IQ. Your read on today's session. Here is the headline. The index looked almost flat today, but that flatness was hiding a sharp fall in one corner of the market. The Nifty 50 slipped just a third of a percent, yet underneath, India's big technology shares were sold hard. Infosys and Tata Consultancy Services both fell to a fresh one-year low. This was not a broad sell-off. Almost everything outside of technology closed green. It was one sector being repriced on its own, while the rest of the market held up. Here is where the market closed today. The Nifty 50 finished at 23,865, down 0.34%. The Sensex and the Bank Nifty fell by about the same small amount. But the one heavy weight was the technology sector, down 2.73% to a multi-year low. Everything else leaned green. Realty led up about 1.3%, and the broader market was positive, with the mid caps and the small caps both higher. So, this was not fear. Money simply moved out of technology and into the home facing parts of the market. Now, the two threads that shaped the day. On the supportive side, cheap oil has become a real tailwind. Brent crude closed the June quarter down about 30%, its biggest quarterly drop since 2020. For a country that imports most of its oil, that means softer inflation and a lighter import bill. On the worrying side is the weather. This June was the driest in over 100 years, and that is a direct risk to the rural economy and to food prices. The Weather Office has flagged a system over the Bay of Bengal around the 3rd of July that could finally bring the rains. Now, the movers and one policy ran through most of them. Delhi approved a new electric vehicle policy, effective tomorrow, with subsidies on electric two wheelers and a plan to bar new petrol two wheelers from 2028. So, the electric scooter makers jumped. Ola Electric rose about 8% and Ather Energy about 5% to a record high. But the same policy was a threat to old petrol bikes, so Eicher Motors, the maker of Royal Enfield, fell about 5%. One policy, picking winners and losers inside the same auto pack. Maruti Suzuki, meanwhile, rose about 5% on an upgrade from the brokerage Jefferies. Here is the one thing that struck me most about today. On a normal day, two things lift India's technology exporters. A weaker rupee helps because they earn in dollars and spend in rupees. And a rising American tech market helps because it signals that clients are spending. Today, the market delivered both. The rupee softened, and the US Nasdaq had closed up more than 1% overnight. And Indian technology fell anyway. When a sector ignores both of its usual tailwinds, the weakness is fundamental, not noise. The real fear is that artificial intelligence is starting to do the routine work these firms used to bill for. That worry, not the global mood, is what sold them today. One more read. Because today was quarter end. This was both monthly options expiry and the last day of the June quarter. The kind of session where foreign funds exit and prices can get distorted. Foreign investors did sell about 2,500 crore rupees, but domestic funds bought far more, almost 7,000 crore. So this was book squaring, not capital flight. India's own savings absorbed the foreign exit cleanly, even on the year's most flow-heavy day. Now what to watch? The earnings season opens in the middle of July. Tata Consultancy Services reports first on the 9th, and Infosys follows on the 23rd. And after today, those two results are the real test of whether this technology sell-off is justified. Closer in, tomorrow brings the June auto sales numbers and the final manufacturing survey. And around the 3rd of July, watch the monsoon for the rains to finally catch up. That's your brief. Before I sign off, this has been general market commentary, not investment advice. For investment advice tailored to your situation, consult a SEBI registered investment advisor. Markets are risky, you may lose money, act with care. See you tomorrow.